What's up, everybody? I'm Snickenhoff, and we're back once again playing EU4 as Italy with the MNT 2.0 mod installed. On the last episode, we won the war with Aragon, we took Sardinia, we took some of Naples down over here and over here. We're gearing up to go to war with the Papal State. And, yeah, probably Aragon again, maybe as soon as the truce runs up. Who knows? Who knows? We did finish a colony down here in Africa. Here's my question. Do I want to keep continuing around in Africa? Or would it be better to really focus out over here? Start and work on Italian Cuba. I have Italian Haiti already, and they're already colonizing. I do need to get all 10 of these provinces colonized to get the merchant from them. So it may be good to start helping them out. I did want to subsidize them so that they would start colonizing, but it looks like they're doing that on their own, so I'm not too concerned about it. Or I could just keep working my way around Africa. Because once we get over to the Spice Islands, there will be profit to be made like that as well. I kind of still like splitting them up. It may not be right, but if we can dominate the triangle trade all on our own, I guess that's pretty good too. Only 12 years left in the 16th century, so that's fun. Learn about some sea tiles. Always exciting. What to do with all this money? We are about 20 boats below our limit. I wouldn't mind building some more galleys. Or I could save up and build some buildings, like I've been wanting to do for quite a while. Specifically in Florence. A civil art academy here would be great. A city... actually, somebody has definitely built these buildings. So the burgers might be doing stuff. Speaking of the burgers, how are my estates all feeling? They're all happy, which is good. Yeah, let's give them some more inflation. 447. Ugh. You're already happy enough. You're already happy enough too. How is the court going? Dropping slightly. Well within the limits, though. About halfway between the two, actually. Education rising slightly. I think I'm fine with that. Just in a holding pattern right here for now. While we try to improve our country some. And also expand some. A lot of Hungary has gone reformed. Okay, so we are 32. 3 admin techs away from getting our next idea group. And the next idea group we do might be administrative, so we can do expansion and global empire. And empire, maybe. The classics. 100 admin, 40% chance of losing a stab. That's like the second time in a row we've hit that button without losing the stab, so I feel very good. I'm just going to take the money. Once we get all of the Italian peninsula cinched up, we have the Adriatic almost. We can take this from Venice. Corrupt taxmen. Lose 40 admin or 200 ducats. We have a ton of admin. Aside from these two provinces, we have the Adriatic cinched up. We could look at taking on the Turks. We could look at taking on Hafsid. And we could look at expanding down southern France. If we want to keep expanding in Europe, that is. It could be we want to just sit on our laurels and then go dominate the rest of the world. As most European powers did at this point in time. Catholic Church. Go for it. Sixth rank great power. Oh, speaking of great powers. Gifted Sunni. Always room for talented men. 2,500 ducats to embrace casual literacy. Times of need. Ask Saxony for manpower or gain 5 prestige. Sure, I'll ask Saxony for manpower. They demand privileges. Sure. Many of our lesser nobles have gradually grown in power. We'll now upgrade it to greater nobles. If we choose, we can take a walking tour of all new provinces in which the lesser nobles have been promoted, or we can choose not to be bothered and instead allow it to happen outside of our view. Tell me about it. Casual literacy is growing rather slow. Cast to do. Do I have... No. This guy needs to die. Once this guy dies, I can build the canal of Ravenna. Hey, 5,000 manpower. Thanks, Saxony. In Padova, they've upgraded. Milanese separatists are getting kinda high. One more year ahead of time on stuff. Remind me in January to take techs. Still waiting to be able to make this claim. Paganism in decline. Lose 1 unrest in Nadar. One person suggested that I also come and take an army and conquer all of this land. I'm not entirely sure how much of it is actually occupied. It's probably just this like area right here, because I'm pretty sure with the version of the game I'm playing with, there is no one in North America. I think that's how it is right now. But add that to the trade company. That is already added to the trading company. Tolfa alum deposit. We have found a great alum deposit in the city of Tolfa in Lazio. Let's gain a mine complex rank 2 in Vertreb. Alright. What does that do? Mine complex rank 2. Urban gravity and mine productivity. Alright. Alright. Why is this fort not mothballed? Also, let's not have that guy at risk of dying like all the time. Improve defenses, protect brethren. I am at half of my army capacity now. Classics. That time we didn't get away with it. Let me see something. Oh, there is no... You have to take admin to get expansion as well. Merchant marine ideas. Global tariffs would be really good. Milanese separatists have risen up. Let's pay the army. Put that dude in charge. Don't move in quite yet. I was really hoping they would get a tick in before he walked in, but looks like he did it. See how these guys fare. Also gonna get there. And there is that problem solved. Leave army maintenance somewhere around there so we can get some more reinforcement in while we're at peace. Merchant fractures. So often merchants of different ideas in regards to trade would clash, and small factions supporting either cause would emerge, causing ruptures. Again, I don't think mercantilism does anything. Gain 10 prestige and 10 legitimacy, or lose mercantilism to gain 117 ducats. Let's do that. Queen consort of the people. We have more important matters to deal with at the moment. Getting closer to be able to make that claim on the papal state. Interested to see where England starts colonizing, if they start colonizing. They are taking exploration ideas as we speak. Family secrets. Yeah, scold him publicly. What was I going to look at? He has the first two, so he doesn't have a colonist yet. He won't get a colonist till, like, here. I was also looking at these merchant marine ideas I wanted to see. Global tariff seems really good. Blockade and embargo efficiency seems really good. Merchant, obviously. Cost to justify trade conflict, I don't know if that's really all that important. Global institution spread, however. Ship trade power seems good, and another merchant seems good. Also, why is Iceland not colonized? Iceland is a wasteland. Oh, no, it's not. I did this the other day, too. Norway's color blends in with, like, the coastal water. I was like, also, Iceland looks like a funny shape, because, yeah. Greenland, however, is not colonized. Just that one province, at least. And we are capped on military points. Also, I was supposed to take techs. So we're no longer capped on military points. I could go up to another tech if I wanted to. What do we need? Charge infantry and gallop cavalry. Okay. Still doing a little more shock damage than we are fire damage. So the charge infantry may be good. They also do a ton of morale damage. Let's try that. And still doing way more shock damage here as well, so gallop cavalry. There we go. Sorted. And I can get a claim here. And I can turn up army maintenance. doesn't order Abruzzo. Austria is the emperor again. Surprise, surprise. Truce with Provence has ended. Looks like they just allied the Papal State. Yep. So, come over here. Put that dude in charge. Ignore them. You guys come to here. Trent, Trier, and Provence. Perfect. Actually didn't realize that Trent would be joining in as well, which I don't hate. Giovanni Gabrielli? Gabrielli was a composer and organist. He is one of the most influential musicians of his time and represents the culmination of the style of the Venetian school at the time of the shift from Renaissance to Baroque idioms. He became principal organist at St. Mark's Basilica in 1585. After Claudio Marullo left the post following his uncle's death the following year, he took the post of principal composer as well. Gabrielli's career rose further when he took the additional post of organist at Scuola Grande di San Rocco, another post he retained for his entire life. San Rocco was the most prestigious and wealthy of all the Venetian confraternities, and second only to San Marco itself in splendor of its musical establishment. Some of the most renowned singers and instrumentalists in Italy performed there, and a vivid description of its musical activity survives in the travel memoirs of English writer Thomas Coryat. Most of his music was written specifically for that location, although he probably composed even more for San Marco. San Marco had a long tradition of musical excellence, and Gabrielli's work there made him one of the most noted composers in Europe. The vogue that began with his influential volume Sacre Symphonie was such that composers from all over Europe, especially from Germany, came to Venice to study. Evidently, he also made his new pupils study the madrigals being written in Italy. So not only did they carry back the grand Venetian polychoral style to their home countries, but also the more intimate style of madrigals. Heinrich Schultz and others helped transport the traditional early Baroque music north to Germany, a trend that decisively affected subsequent music history. The productions of the German Baroque, culminating in the music of J.S. Bach, were founded on this strong tradition which had its roots in Venice. Music is the language men invented to speak to God. Heavily restricted. Utrecht has allied Trent. Corrupt taxmen. I'll lose the 40 admin again. A beautiful statue. I'll gain the 5 prestige and the 84 ducats, actually. Provence might want out already. They do. They wouldn't transfer the trade power to me, but... And then we'll send this army to go around killing all these other armies. 2 million. Alright, they're running away now. All I really want out of this war is this. France just paid all the debts of the Papal States. Not entirely sure how much that's going to matter, but it's a thing that has been done. Oh, I could go to war with Milan and then call Trenton. That'd be great. You want out too, little baby man? And we have finished the siege of Abruzzo. They don't want to get out yet. Trier? You done fighting? Not quite? Okay. Gifted West African spiritualists. Give them to me. Once your army gets probably stack wiped. Yep. Bet you they want out. Although I don't have the 10 war score. How much do I care about that 300 ducats? Where's my army at? Didn't I tell you to go to a place? Do a thing? Might as well extort these guys while I'm just handily winning this war. Only 4%. Just get him out. I mean, I could. I just don't want to sit in this war any longer. Just finish it up. And having done that, we're going to call it an episode right there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button down below, as well as subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Who is this? Tell me about Chechnya, man. How them Chechnyan rebels doing? How they gonna fare over here in this kind of chaotic Caucasus Mountain region? Anyways, once again, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.